Alright, so these are the chords to I Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis. It's a really great song. I'm just going to focus on the beginners here. Really great song to just kind of get all your chords going and learn maybe a few new chords if you don't know a ton of chords yet. I have an app called Stairway to Lesson, and there will be a link in the description if you want to go check it out. And I include in that app a chord chart that would help you out with this song, and there's also a whole lot of other lessons in that app as well, and you can request lessons and whatnot. So go ahead and check that out. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get started on this lesson. So if you take a look at your chord chart, the first chord is C, and what you do is stick your index finger on the first fret of the B string, your middle finger on the second fret of the D, and your ring finger goes on the third fret of the A string, and that gives you a C chord. And the strum pattern I'm using is really pretty simple. It's just 6 strums, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm kind of emphasizing the first of each 3 strums if you want to think about it that way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then we're going to move to an E minor chord. So your index finger, your middle finger stays exactly where it is, basically, on that second fret of the D string. Your ring finger comes off and your index finger just jumps up to that second fret of the A string. And then we're going to do that same strum pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's E minor. So your middle finger again can stay where it is, and we're going to go to an A minor chord. Now you might have to slightly move that middle finger back in that fret area just a touch. Then your index finger comes down here to first fret of the B string again, and your ring finger sits on second fret of the G. Now notice that one gets 2 sets of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So now this next chord's kind of tough. It'll take a little bit of practice. It's an F chord. What you want to do is just let your middle finger, ring finger kind of come off for a second. So your index finger is still kind of just sitting on that first fret of the B string there. And you go ahead and you collapse it and let it bar across the high E and the B string. Okay. Now your middle finger is going to jump up here to second fret of the G, and your ring finger third fret of the D. Now if that's too hard for you, what you can try is an F major 7. So all that means is that you're not going to bar that high E string. You're just going to press the first fret of the B, middle finger, second fret of the G, ring finger, third fret of the D, so that high E string rings open. Alright, now from there we're going to jump back to C again. So if you notice, your middle finger and ring finger can just jump up, each a string. So that was. Okay. And now we're going to jump to the G chord. So your index finger comes all the way up here to second fret of the A, middle finger, third fret of the low E, and your ring finger, third fret of the high E. Again, 2 sets of 6 strums. So from that F major 7. Now we're going to go back to that F again, the dreaded F, up to G, A minor, F again, C, G, back to C. So when you come all the way back around to that C again, you'll do 2 sets of 6 strums. So let's take a look at this, just all really slow. Again, if you have a chord chart in front of you, kind of guiding you along through these chords, or at least just a chord chart to look at what your chords are. That will help you out. So let's take a look at this. We'll go real slow. So we're starting on that C chord. So we switch to E minor and A minor. And F or F major 7 if that's easier for you. C, just jump those fingers up. And G. F again, or F major 7, G, A minor, F again, C, G, C. And then it repeats. Okay, so that brings us up to the little chorus slash bridge thingy. So it starts on an E minor. So middle finger again can just kind of stick to that, you know, second fret of the D string. Index finger jumps up here to second fret of the A. All right, now we've got a B7. So what we're going to do for that is your index finger is going to sit on the first fret of the D, your middle finger, second fret of the A, and your ring finger, second fret of the G. Now, I just kind of let that high E ring open. But if you want, you can add your pinky on that second fret of the high E to kind of finish out that chord. Alright? So it's going to go E minor to B7. E minor, B7, E minor, B7, back to E minor. So there's a change right there, so that's A7. So there's a couple ways to play this. The way that I have on my chord chart in the app is index finger, second fret of the D, and your ring finger, second fret of the B. Alright, now some people find it easier to do just maybe index and middle finger, or you could even do middle finger and ring finger. A lot of people like that one. Alright, so one more time from the top of the bridge. We got E minor to B7, E minor to B7, E minor to B7, E minor to that A7. Now we're going to go to D minor, alright? So index finger, first fret of the high E, middle finger, second fret of the G, and your ring finger, third fret of the B. And then, finally, to a G chord. So that whole bridge. all the way back to the verse. All right, so let's try just that whole thing. So I'll play, you know, just kind of a little bit slower pace, just focusing on the beginners here a little bit. So we start on the C, E minor, A minor, F or F major 7, G, or I'm sorry, F, C, then G. F, G, A minor, F, C, G, C. And then we'll repeat all that. C, E minor, A minor, F, C, G, F, G, A minor, F, C, G, back to C. Going into the bridge, E minor to B7, E minor to B7, E minor, B7, E minor, A7, D minor, G, verse. Normally I'd repeat that, but let's hit that bridge. And I was just realizing as I was playing that bridge again, when you get to the part where it goes from the E minor to the A7, if you play it with your middle finger and your ring finger, it kind of makes it easy to just pop your ring finger up one more fret for the D minor. So that would be, so. Verse. So that's pretty much the whole concept and all the chords. So again, go check out my app if you haven't yet, and you got a chord chart within the app that can help you kind of play along with this lesson, and I'll also include this lesson in the app as well. And if you have any questions, go ahead and you can send me a request or you know, support right from within the app if you're logged into your email. So go ahead and check that out, and let me know how I can improve my lessons, and make some requests, and let me know what you think. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.